And here we are once again. You know, I got a fever, and there's only one cure for that fever. Amanda, do you know what that cure is? It's STARFORGED! We are STARFORGED! Well, here... Yes. Maybe that has to be the mandatory opening now, is everyone go, we are STARFORGED! Yeah! Okay, so yes, we're coming in with strong energy tonight, ready to play our second episode of STARFORGED. For those of you who are new to the game, we are continuing the storyline from our Ironsworn campaign. So basically, it's a bunch of Ironlanders in space. They found a spaceship on their planet and they fled it because there was a magical superstorm that they have been surviving in the eye of, and they're trying to find a new home, a new place to call the Ironlands to them. Amanda, do you think we're going to find it tonight? I appreciate your candor. We do have... Yeah, we have a lot of progress to make. We made some interesting progress last session with Eli. Just to explain, last session we rolled, and it was Allegra that was supposed to come on. But Allegra has decided to defy the gods of the dice, and they have made themselves unavailable tonight. I think that's... In my opinion, it's why last Sunday they rolled so poorly in our Doom to Repeat campaign. But that's none of my business. Exactly. Instead, I have brought on America's badass Amanda to help us, okay? So let me update you, Amanda, as to what has happened. So Ishana went out with the ship. It's been about 1.5 years now of us just kind of learning how the ship works. And the tribe, the 50 that are on the ship, decided to go to the closest thing, which is just this big relic floating in space. And our main goal was just to get some supplies. We just need, ship parts and things to keep the ship floating, because it's basically like a derelict. It's a very old ship, and it needs to be maintained. And I think when we got to the relic, we rolled poorly and found out that we only had about an hour of oxygen left on KB's ship, which we haven't named, by the way. Maybe you and I can come up with a name for it this session. Yes. Yeah, good question. Let us know if she is still coming in and out. I think I've got everything set up correctly here, so there's no reason why that should be happening. Amanda's coming in and out. Yes, it's still happening, says Eli. This is unfortunate, and I don't really see any obvious reason why. Let me turn down... Maybe the ambience is messing with her. Because, I mean, on OBS, you sound and look great. Okay. It's like a lag, says Eli. Yeah, I've got audio devices set up correctly. Let's see. Multi... Let me finish. It's okay. We'll finish the recap. If it's still happening, we'll work it out. But maybe let's just give a second for our computers to catch up. Sometimes it just takes that, right? Always blame them. Always a good idea. Eli, if it gets any better, let us know. If it doesn't, I guess let us know, but let me just finish the recap so we're all on board. The point is that we decided to board the relic and get what we could, but comes to find out that there are experiments being taken on the relic. Isolation experiments, something weird about people being isolated, but we didn't have time for none of that. These experiments had all kind of broken free, and they were fighting drones. These jungle drones. If you remember, the jungle is like our giant Amazon corporation that exists in our universe. So these drones are fighting, but we get to the supplies, we get them back on our ship, and we leave the relic. And we decide that the next kind of large place to explore would be the gas giant Sealy and its orbiting moon Sirius. And so we have undertaken a journey to go to this place. But because we've never been there, we've got to go through the journey first to get there. And we ended last session with Eli rolling up and finding what appeared to be like a planetoid that had been destroyed. I'm going to pull up our sites. There was the rocky planetoid. Its theme was ruined, and it was some kind of destroyed settlement, destroyed planet, and the only thing of note is that KB detected that there was a potential, what we have listed here as computer virus, but what I think we should say is that maybe it's like a software that if KB had it installed, it would protect him from a computer virus. I think that would make it worth going to the planet if we go at all. Again, I've described it as just basically a wasteland. Do we want to stop, as your first question of the night, playing StarForged, Amanda? Do you want to stop, or do you think it's better we just keep going? So you think it's important that we stop on this rocky planetoid to see if we can retrieve this computer virus? Yeah, I hear you. Listen, tonight it's your adventure, so if you want to stop, you get to stop. Now, let me check real quick here because it says that we're still getting issues with your audio. So what I'm going to do real quick... Amanda, can you say something?
Hi. Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
All right, so I just used a different kind of audio. Eli, let us know if that's better. She says yes.
Was that it?
That was it. Now the problem is now I can't play music, but that's okay because I at least have your beautiful sultry voice, and I'd rather have that.
I think I did something. So I just realized on Roll20 I have video and voice going. So
maybe that's doing it.
That could be a big problem.
Well, we'll check that. If that doesn't work, we'll go back to what I know works, which is what I have right now.
I just disabled everything.
Okay, so I'm going to switch the audio real quick, so hold on. Okay, now there should be music and say something, Amanda. You sound good to me. Does it sound good, Eli, in the chat? Let us know. Lagging again. I'm just going to...
Sorry.
It's okay. I'm going to chalk it up to whatever weirdness I'm trying to do here with the desktop audio.
You know what it is? They don't want music. They want us to focus.
Exactly. This is a serious game with serious content and serious stakes. Speaking of stakes, we could go down to this charred, crusted wasteland. Sounds like you want to do that now. The ship does not have its own little kind of like shuttle. So we got to take the whole thing down.
Oh, all right.
But I think because...
Oh, wait.
Go ahead.
No.
I'm just going to say that since this isn't really like a planet, like it's maybe like a really, really large asteroid or something, it's not going to be too tough on the ship. Like there's not a lot of gravity or anything like that.
Oh, okay. Is there any like storms or any other like weird shit that I need to be aware of?
We can decide that right now. Right now, all the character sheet says, if you go to the character sheet and you go to sites, if you scroll the way down, there's the rocky planetoid, and all it says is destroyed settlement, possible experiment gone wrong, and the only thing of note is that there is computer antivirus software for KB.
Okay.
So it sounds like
All
our
right.
objective is to retrieve this antivirus, huh?
Yep. That's what
Okay.
we're doing.
Let's build this world out a little bit. I don't think we should be here too long. So
Nope.
maybe we just mark this as a dangerous place.
Yes.
And let's talk about what are some of the possible denizens of this place. We're using a little
Nope.
bit of the rules of Delve, but you think rocky planetoid with a settlement that was somehow destroyed. What's a possible denizen of this place?
Oh gosh.
Get freaky, Amanda. I know you
Yeah.
can.
Oh, I can think of some creep. Like, you know what? Oh, okay. You know what? Let's. I'm thinking this place is just. Do we want to add dangers? You know what? I do because I'm in this kind of mood.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the thing. Like, whatever settlement you have, let's just say it is, first of all, like extremely deep. Like, we can't even see the depth of like craters and
It's like
whatnot. I'm like,
bored
canyon.
into the dirt.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like it's into the dirt, very kind of rocky. That's what I'm kind of saying, like, since you're saying very desolate. And I want to even say there's certain things like if you ever travel abroad, especially in like Iceland, if you step on like so it looks like it's hard ground, but if you step on it wrong, you can actually drop like hundreds of meters.
Oh
So that's
snap.
why you got to stay in certain paths and
Okay.
whatnot. So that's where I would say, like, let's go ahead and make the surface very kind of uneven. So we have to make sure where we're stepping is very careful, because if not, you can, even though there's like no gravity, but still whatever. It's
The
our
surface is
scientific.
uneven and porous. Got to watch our step.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I'm
I
all
like that
for
as a
that.
danger. Let's talk actual things that are alive that could be found here. Doesn't have to be a lot.
Okay.
I'll throw one out there. I would love to see a Star Wars meteor worm. Remember that worm that like almost eats the
Oh,
Falcon?
absolutely.
I'm
We're
gonna put it
getting a
just as a
worm.
rare, um,
Okay.
giant sandworm. We'll say.
Yes.
Okay,
Sandworm.
give
Do you
me a
want to add
more
more?
uncommon thing to
Okay.
find on this place.
Okay. Alive or just natural, like
Alive.
nature? Okay, let's do this. You know what? I want this because I do. So let's do little mini. This one's maybe not rare, but we could, like,
Okay.
Jurassic Park 2 with the little dinosaurs that
Yes.
were just like, it one or is whatever, but like a whole pack of them come, they'll tear your shit apart.
Little like
So
tiny
let's
raptor
say
babies.
little raptor, lizard, kimono dragon type things that don't look dangerous like one, but as soon as you get more than like a dozen, now they're a threat.
I think that's definitely an uncommon thing you might find here. We'll say that these are lizard
Rock.
raptors. We'll call them for now.
Yes.
Maybe they have a little fur on them or something, so they're a little
A
unusual.
lapter.
Yeah, a laptor. Okay, done. It's canon.
Is that a
Um,
lizard?
maybe
And I was just
maybe another uncommon thing might be
okay.
like space zombies that of people that
Oh, we're
were
gonna do that.
that survived this or didn't really survive, like undead space creatures.
S- So people from the settlement, let's say there
Yes.
is an illness. We don't know. Maybe it's something with the atmosphere, or maybe it's a bite from the laptors or
Oh yeah,
whatnot.
true.
But let's go ahead and say uh certain people die and other people who don't die become like a zombified 28 days later toxic
Yeah.
mad shell of a being.
Okay, so we've got some good uncommon, rare. Let's just decide maybe a more common thing, and it could be something
Cool.
totally, not harmful. It could be like space butterflies or something.
Let's do that. Let's do space butterflies and space moths and do mosquitoes while we're at it. They're
Space
annoying.
butterflies, space moths, all of them obviously like glow in the dark or
Yeah,
something.
they're radio.
And
Isn't it like
or
radioactive and shit?
yeah, yeah,
So they
maybe
have
like
like,
when they're hit like with radioactive energy, they glow or something.
ooh, you know how like in the ocean they have algae that they kind of at night you can see if they have like a
Yeah,
luminescence and all that. So
exactly.
one of like some of the flora and fauna is like that. We can't see it in certain, but when it gets like
Oh, I like that
Very dark,
idea.
dark.
So they're
So
almost like they
that's
can't be seen until like either like sunlight hits them or some radiation hits them.
yeah, and if we want to be a little bit fun, we can think like light helps, but as soon as we turn off the lights, it actually makes it better. So that's why, because we could see better in the dark if everything is off.
Okay, I
But
like
we
that.
wouldn't know that. We wouldn't know that right away.
I'm loving it. We're gonna run with this stuff. We have the giant sandworm as a rare thing. I think that's
Yes.
good enough. We're not gonna be here terribly long. We're just trying to find this antivirus software. So
Yes.
we set the scene for us.
Okay.
We land on this planet, and who's going with us, and what does it look like?
T- I we would have to get at least the coordinates, or at least an idea of where we would find this program. So, is there a way we could have like a handheld device that would have a mini KB so we can at least get a navigation type thing? If not, that's okay.
I would love for there to be some, but
But there
honestly,
probably won't.
this ship is like barely keeping itself together. We only have like 2 energy weapons.
That's
We
fair.
can roll on it.
We'll probably find one at the facility. So
True. If you
we'll
want,
roll.
we can roll 50-50 to see if the Oracle will
Mhm.
allow us to have some kind of communication device with KB.
Let's do that.
The
Okay, I'm
other
rolling.
problem is we need a spacesuit. Like, there's no oxygen here.
I was gonna like, do we have any on this ship?
We can roll for it.
All right. So we're gonna roll for spacesuits first, or do you
Let's
want
roll
like
for
iPhone?
spacesuit first.
Okay, spacesuits.
I think. Oh, you rolled a
Wait,
43, which
oh
means
yay! I was in
which
settings. I
means
didn't see it.
yes. Well,
Yes.
no, wait. 51 or greater is a yes
Oh,
if we go 50-50, which
okay. So
means
we lost.
no.
We don't got that.
So now that we don't have that, is there a place that we can still dock with
Yeah, is
this
there a
kind of
loading
ruined
dock?
settlement?
Like, yeah, like in Star Wars, or is
Yes.
there like an airlock where we can go ahead and slide in? Would you like me?
Exactly. So another D100 roll, 51 or greater, there is a dock that we can dock with.
Oh, thank you, Lord.
Nice. By the skin of our
56.
teeth, there is in fact a dock. So talk me through this scene. Thinking
Mm.
like aliens, when the ship's trying
Oh,
to
I'm with you.
land.
All right. All right. So our KB, our main pilot, but whoever else is help piloting the ship. Let's say we're gonna go ahead. They try to circle around. It's very uneven, but they and everything at this compound is off. No one's really responding. However, there is, after a little maneuvering, we're able to find, I would say, on the starboard side, at least cargo loading. So
Okay.
that is I would say, maybe the largest and safest way to enter is through the cargo bay.
Okay. We connect to the ship to the cargo bay, and we have to make sure that there's oxygen. I think we need to make some kind of roll, possibly just face danger, to see if we can get the life support system back online, right?
Pick on. Yes.
So let's see, let's look at our moves real
Okay.
quick. I think face
Yeah.
danger, or maybe we try to secure an advantage.
I think it's secure an advantage.
Yeah, that makes
Because we
sense.
want to.
So let me pull up my sheet here because we are using the PDF because we don't yet have the book, but we are going to secure an advantage, and that means, there it is. When you assess the situation, you will act. What attribute are you going to be using? Edge, heart, iron, shadow, or wits?
Oh, I would love to just go with iron because
Well, you
that's
can do
the
it with
best one.
strength, endurance, and aggression. If you can sell me on how you bring the life support system back on using
All right.
iron.
Uh, uh, we could do. Oh, because this place has been abandoned for
Mhm.
quite some time. We have some corrosion. And also it's cold. There could be there's going to be some ice. I feel
True.
like there's ice.
It's going to be a
And
tad nipply out.
right. So it's going to require a lot of endurance to deal with that right now, cuz we have probably very minimum, like even what we're wearing is going to be
Yes.
where I see that connection point is, it's going to be very very cold.
Okay.
But while KB does the computer stuff, cuz he could still do that, you still have to manually, let's just say it's a lever. Let's make it like that. So it's like covered in ice. It's hard. So my job is to go ahead and try to flip this mofo.
Gotcha. So
Well,
he's going to be able to get the system online to breathe, but not necessarily everything else.
right.
I
So
like
it's
that.
kind of it's going to be like a symbiotic thing. Someone has to do the
You've
computer
sold
stuff.
me.
Well, there we go.
Go ahead and roll iron, and let's see what you get when you
Lord,
do that.
come on, you know you want to work for me. No.
As you attempt to
Yes.
enter the building.
A weak hit. A weak hit.
A weak hit if you want to burn that momentum.
How much momentum? Oh.
You have 9 right now. And that's why you've been able to make it a weak hit. Because it's so high.
Yeah. You know what? We do have. I feel like we need to burn it because if not, this could be bad.
Could be. Could be bad. We are going to
Yes,
burn that
burn.
momentum
Yes.
and make it a weak hit. So let me read to you what that weak hit means. On a strong hit, or on a weak hit, you can choose one. You can either take +2 momentum or add
Right.
1 to your next move. That is not a progress move. I'll let you know if it is. +1 on the next move or +2 to your momentum.
It depends. Let's go. You know what? Let's go ahead and do it for the next move. Like, in
Okay.
case I need a. Yeah, let's just do that.
All right. So I'm keeping track of our Rocky Planetoid on the sights section. I don't think this counts as progress yet. So you push the door open. You're breaking the ice crystals and stuff that have formed. You're kind of helping make way. Is a party going with you, or is it just you?
I say let's go ahead and let's do a small party because we don't know, but we do need some security. I would say like no more than maybe like 4 to 5.
Okay, 4 to 5 of the Ironlanders follow you, and you are in this place. So we are either undertaking a journey or we are trying to face danger to find this antivirus.
I think it's just undertaking a journey right now.
Okay.
We're undertaking a journey to find.
We're just looking around to see what we can find.
Yeah.
Let's see. Go ahead.
Yeah. Because any supplies as well, we're trying to keep our eyes out because we have very little of anything on there, so
Gotcha.
anything can help.
When you undertake the expedition, you can either roll Edge, Shadow, or Wits. What's it gonna be?
Edge, Shadow, or Wits. Let's see. Ooh, okay. Okay. Oh, wait, now it's loading.
I believe your best is probably Edge.
Edge.
No. It's either Heart or Wits.
Yeah, I guess Wits it is.
Okay, how are stay vigilant with Wits? How are you? How are you doing this?
With our previous skills. With listening for the storm, hearing everything. So what we're doing is because even though, let's say the emergency lights are on, we don't have the best visibility. So and we could see that things still ice is everywhere. Crystal, like everything it's slippery. It's not everything's back to 100%. So we're taking very soft steps, making sure everything is like okay, anything around, going. I hate to say it, we're taking a slower kind of journey inside. So I would say that's where our Wits would come in.
I like that. This is all spooky. It's got that aliens vibe when they're walking through the halls with the machine guns and stuff.
Oh god, yeah, it's exactly that. That's gonna terrify me.
And that's the thing is like these folks are used to the storm, the constant noise. Like space must be so quiet to them all the time.
I might even say like some of them are probably maybe a little deaf. Or like just that loss of hearing on that.
There's definitely hearing loss amongst the tribe.
So visual sight is going to probably be very key for that, for sure.
Roll plus Wits, and let's see how you do.
Let's see. Come on. I missed.
That's a miss.
Starting
it off with a bang. Let's see. On a miss, you are waylaid by a crisis or arrive at a waypoint to confront an immediate hardship or threat. Do not mark progress and pay the price.
Cool.
So let's have you roll a D100 and find out what that price is.
Yes, we do. Oh, it started off 28. What do you got for me at 28? What do you got for me?
Let's see, because I think I'd like to make sure. I don't actually know if the pay the price is any different in Starforged
Oh, yeah.
than it is in Iron Sworn. So let's see if it is. Pay the price. Paying the price. Nope. Here we go. Next time. Take decisive action. Make a connection. This is the problem when you have a new game and you're only using a PDF. Here we go. Page 239. Page 239. We're going to pay the price. You rolled a 28, which is your action causes collateral damage or has an unintended effect. So in your attempt to move quietly and stealthily and use your wits to stay vigilant,
Mm-hmm.
there's some kind of collateral damage or unintended effect. What do you think that is? I'm very curious as to what that could be.
Let's see what we can do. Oh no, how bad? Yeah, forget it. I'm in an angsty mood. Let's do this. So, we could because of how we describe the hall is very dark, very slippery and whatnot. Let's go ahead and we can do like something kind of like either a fall, but when we fall, maybe so I would because someone slipped, slammed their hand against the control panel,
Hmm.
and with that, it's good. Let's go ahead and shut off. Like, let's say there's a airlock seal that closes our door from the ship. So, and because let's say power's not always working on, KB is going to take some time. So we can't get back to the ship right away. And let's go ahead and unlock some doors that we don't know. So the reason why I say
Ah,
that could be bad. Think
I
Resident
like that.
Evil. We don't know
Yes.
what's on these doors, and it could be good and it could be bad. So I think that is a fair trade. I think I'm
Yeah,
going too much
absolutely. I
there.
love that idea. Like us coming into a room and like somebody, trips or accidentally hits a
Right.
panel and, lights turn on and some, the door behind us closes, but some in front of us open and we don't
Right.
know what's going to happen. Now, there needs to be some mechanical disadvantage
Mhm.
for rolling a miss. I think maybe we should roll stress or we can ask the Oracle, like, does something crazy happen?
Yeah, let's do the Oracle. Let's see some
Okay,
whatever
let
stuff
me
they come up with.
go to the right page and see what I can dig up in terms of the core oracles. Okay, so maybe we can roll an action. Roll a d100 and let's see what action we end up with.
51.
With a 51, we have guard, Guard, something guard, and roll another d100 and maybe we can get a theme out of it.
66.
Prize, guard prize. Something is guarding a prize and now it's
Oh.
angry or aware of us in some way. And it's
Oh,
in one of
this
those
is
rooms that have just opened up.
okay.
What do you think?
Yes. Okay. What would be so good? What can we do? What can we make in there
Well,
that's
if you
like
want, we can roll on
very
the denizens table and figure out which one of the denizens maybe is guarding a prize.
Do you want to? You
Yeah,
want to
roll
see?
roll a d100 and let's see
Let's do
what it
that.
lands on.
I got a
Hopefully, it
77.
doesn't roll anything above a 90. Otherwise, it'll be a
No,
giant sandworm.
no, I got 77.
Okay,
So,
good. With a 77, that is Laptors or the lizard raptors.
okay. Okay. So, let's do because I don't know if we want to go full balls to the walls like a lot, or we could do it like a little bit, and they're let's
I
say
only
they're
go balls to the wall, Amanda. You
balls
know
to the wall.
that.
A bunch of them are eating some kind of carcass.
Okay. So we can see that there is a raptor squad, as Eli puts it, eating a carcass or, eating something, and they probably want to protect it. I think we should give ourselves a chance to maybe get away from this because other doors have opened. So I think we just need
Yes.
to face danger and
Let's
see
do
if
it.
we can sneak away.
Yes, because they're still munching. We
Mm-hmm.
don't have their full attention. So
Exactly.
let's go ahead and back the F off.
So you are going to face danger. Let me pull up the moves again, as I don't yet have memorized what we need to do for this. When you face danger, which attribute are you going to use here? and explain how you
Mm,
use it. With
okay.
iron, it would be strength, endurance, and aggression. With wits, it would be expertise, focus, and observation. With heart, it would be resolve, command, or sociability.
I think I'm debating between either iron or like heart because I think because that is an instant danger sign.
Sure.
Like that's not like no. So
Yeah.
and I would this my presumption is me being I would have probably taken the first couple of steps in, instantly would have seen it, and I'm going to like hit or shove and be very forceful, kind of be like down that way. And kind of like what I'm thinking is being very firm to make sure no one kind of accidentally kind of peeks in and just kind of be like very like kind of making sure people move quietly, and then I'm going to be like the last one to pull out. What do you
Gotcha.
think? Is that
So you're kind of putting your team above you, or
yes.
behind you, protecting you. You're trying to command them to do this.
Yes.
This is I think it makes sense. You can roll plus heart for this.
Yeah, okay.
Let's see
Let's
how
do
you
this.
do on that.
Sure.
Get away from the
Um,
Laptors.
it's a weak hit. It is
Weak
a
hit
weak hit.
is better than a miss. On a weak hit, you succeed, but at a troublesome cost. You have to make a suffer move. So what is the troublesome cost?
Okay. I have an idea.
And that'll determine how we suffer. Go ahead.
Okay. What if pulling out I'm able to do it, but of course
Uh-huh.
stumble a little bit, and thankfully not too much noise, but I kind of made a little like I don't know what, let it say I stepped on a can and it rolled a little bit. The others are still gnawing, but I have one. I grab one's attention and it starts to come towards me. And let's say, can it latch onto my hand as I close the door? Like I closed the door on it, but I got one latched on my hand and maybe rip it off or something like that.
Okay,
What do
so
you think?
basically, yeah, we'll say that there's like maybe a really tense, quick moment where you're trying to close
Yeah.
the door as maybe one's coming at you. I think you're going
Yeah.
to have to endure harm,
That's
and
fair.
that'll kind of
That's
determine what happens there. So
yeah.
you have to roll either your health or iron, whichever is higher, and I think your health is still
I
higher.
think
It's
it's
at a
hell.
+4.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and roll health.
So roll that beautiful health, and let's
Yes.
see how
Come
you
on.
do.
Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. Yes. A weak hit.
Oh, weak
So
hit.
again,
Great.
we're getting weak hits all night.
On a weak hit, you are not wounded. You may lose momentum in exchange for either one health. Otherwise, you press on. So you could reduce your momentum to 0 and potentially gain one health if you wanted to.
What happens when you go to zero momentum again?
What I forgot to do is I forgot to actually have you subtract health. So your health should technically be at 3,
Ah, yeah, that's fair.
but that's fine.
I feel like this I'm going to need my health. I have a feeling I'm going to need my health in this when I'm dealing with raptors and possible zombies. Let's go
Okay,
ahead. I will bump my health back up to 4
so
and
the
I'll burn the
health
momentum.
will be at 4. Bring your
Right.
momentum to 0, and
Mhm.
we can press on. So that was unfortunately not a progress move. We're going to need
No.
to either continue to face danger or undertake an expedition.
No, we're going to continue facing danger.
Okay.
Shit's going off.
We're facing dangers. We continue into the unknown. We're trying to find like a computer station or something where this antivirus is still downloadable and retrievable. So
Mhm.
you're facing danger with what attribute are you using?
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and I'm still going to go with iron with that will and that determination of nope. We did not go through all this. We're going to go ahead and get this because I just really do believe that if we don't get this, we're going to face
Yeah.
more danger down the road. So
So while the other iron folks are like, we got to get out of here, man.
at least 2 are.
Game
The other, I'm
over,
like,
man.
shut up. I'm like, then go by the door. You stay with me or go by the door.
Okay,
But I'm
so
going in.
roll plus iron as
Let's do
Ishana, the tough lady, gets her way
tough.
and
That's
continues.
weak hit.
Another weak hit. All right, here we go.
Weak hit.
You succeed,
That's
but at another troublesome cost. Make a suffer move.
I think make a suffer. I honestly think maybe half the party split with us. But what are your
The
thoughts?
party could split. Either way, we have to either endure harm,
Mm.
endure stress, or there is
What's the
another
third one?
one. I'm trying to find it. Oh, did I go too far? I probably did. I apologize, audience, if it's obnoxious to see all these lines. But anyway,
Mm,
you could lose momentum, but you're already at 0. You
it's
could go to
0. So
negative if you wanted to.
no, that sounds like a bad
Yeah,
idea.
it is a bad
Okay.
idea.
I feel
You
like
can endure
stress.
harm or endure stress, withstand
I
damage. A companion could take a hit. You could sacrifice
I
resources.
I think we're gonna have. I think it's gonna be stress
Okay.
because if that already freaked out half the party, let's do that. Let's have like two go back because they're freaking out, and
Mm.
it's like they want to go. So I feel like if half the party split off, which is technically against orders and all that, but that's what's causing me to have extra stress because I don't have time for this because I want to get in and out. So
Absolutely. Yes.
they to leave
This
to
is
the
this
door.
is not a trained space crew. These are Ironlanders, Iron Age
Yeah.
people who barely can have never left the comfort of the Eye of the Storm.
Yes, but they should know what it's like to follow orders in a mission. So that's where it's very effing frustrating.
You are
So,
going to roll either spirit or heart, whichever is higher, to endure
let's
stress. I think your spirit's
let's
higher.
go ahead and really? Let me see.
Right now
Oh
your
yeah,
spirit's at
definitely.
5.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's roll spirit. Come on, give me a strong hit.
Nice.
Thank
On a
you.
strong hit, you can choose one. You either shake it off, and your spirit does not go down, or
Mm-hmm.
your spirit does go down, but you take +1 momentum. You embrace the darkness and take that +1 momentum.
You know what? Let's do that. Let's because I'm at a 5. Let's go
Yes.
ahead. We'll do that. Let's drop spirit to 4, and we'll take a +1 in momentum.
Spirit's going to 4. Your momentum does go up, and you know we're still continuing down these dark
Yeah.
hallways. Are we facing danger? Or are we undertaking an
Face
expedition?
danger. Let's go. Let's see it.
Okay. Same thing with iron, or what?
Same thing. I'm even more determined. I'm actually probably a little bit more pissy too, even though my spirit came down. It's like it just stubbornness is kicking in.
Roll that plus iron, and let's see how you
Let's
do.
do it. Let's do it. Let's see what we got. Weak hit. Weak hit.
Now here's the thing:
Two
facing
steps forward, one step
danger.
back.
Here's the thing. I might ask you not to make that roll again because we need progress. We have made 0
0.
progress.
Okay.
So
Let's.
we could possibly instead, let's see. If we undertake an expedition and roll well, we mark progress. I think that's really the most realistic thing we
Okay.
should do.
Let's try.
So let's try again, either edge, shadow, or wits.
Let's go with wits, and I am using. Let's. Okay. So I am now on the lookout for access panels, electric. Let's like what is very familiar to like what I know from a computer system, all that. Where
Right.
I'm gonna be looking for access panels and or uh a control center. Now, how that I could use my wits to get there. Let's say I
That makes
see
sense. You're
electrical
using your
piping. Yeah,
intelligence.
yeah. Let's do
All
that.
right, roll wits and let's see what
Let's see.
happens.
Weak hit.
Weak hit on a this, so you do mark progress,
Yes,
but
thank
this
you.
progress costs you.
Of
You
course.
either make a suffer move
Mm-hmm.
or you face a peril at the waypoint. So you're going to reach a waypoint, make progress, but something bad happens at this waypoint.
Yeah.
Or make a
Okay.
suffer move.
We still. I feel like we got to make some progress. So let's just.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do it.
All right, so at the site, we're going to mark some progress. Because it's
Mm-hmm.
dangerous, you're going to get 2 full boxes. So 2 out
Oh,
of 10 are
sweet.
full. And
Excellent.
let's decide the waypoint that we reach. I believe there is when you divert from an expedition to examine a notable location. But let's see. On a strong hit, you may instead make a discovery. On a strong hit, no, that's not what we want. We want to explore a waypoint. So let's trying to find. I guess we can ask the Oracle what this waypoint is like. Roll.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's look at the. There's theme. There's descriptor. Okay, roll a d100. And let's see what the description of this is.
72. 72.
72 is open. That's good. It's good that it's
Okay.
open. Let's see if I can get a location description. Maybe a focus of this area. Roll another D100. See what the focus of this open area is.
78. I'm in the 70s today.
78. Sound. The focus of it is sound, and the description of it is that it's open. What does that say to you? What is this place that we're coming upon?
I feel like, oh, okay. Okay. Uh darn. I feel like it's either going to be two things. It's either this, I would feel like the main center where you can go down different hallways, like
Mm-hmm.
branch off to different
Like a fork in the road.
set. Right. I would say multiple forks. Like
Okay,
like you can even have like three on each side, so six different ways. So like medical, this and that. Or we are in like we go into like almost like an engine room where because that would be the sound and you can get some kind of whatever equipment and it's that like whoop, whoop, whoop,
gotcha.
like that's where at least it would that would be
So
our focus.
so it like led us to this place.
Right, because I think
The
where we're
sound,
at
I
in the
mean, like
cargo.
we were attracted by
Yeah,
the sound.
and think of it this way: we were in the cargo, which is probably in this one area, and we just happen to find our way into the engine room.
Okay, so we find ourselves in some kind of engine room, power room that is making
Mhm.
sound. It's an open area, obviously, so it's got to be relatively
Yes,
large.
so it's a huge
What
one.
is
Yeah.
the peril that we find here? Doesn't necessarily have to
The
be a living thing. We could also ask the
uh,
Oracle.
peril thing I would think would be either the environment maybe uh something about either visibility we can't see anything for Jack or ice, or do you want to do oracle?
We could ask the Oracle. I mean, I think if it's a big room that has like power cells and energy cells and an engine room, I mean, it could explode. It could,
Oh,
you
we could
know,
tell that maybe some of the things are not in alignment. So if you're like think Star Trek, like if this you could have certain things like out of
mm,
alignment and sparks happening. So it's like
yes,
lot you could see where if this thing was fully put together, it'd be safe. But we could see that there is some very live energy that we can get really hurt
yes, I
here.
love this. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to add
Yes.
a menace tracker to this situation, and
Ooh, okay.
what that is that if we don't get out of here in time, this place is gonna blow up.
Oh my god, what did I do? Yes, let's do that. Oh my god.
So I think there has to be 10 check marks. I'm just going to put like little, you know, numbers or something in the notes section. But we
Okay.
know that if we make any more misses, that menace marker is going to go up. And if it goes to 10, it's kaboom
Oh.
time.
Oh no.
Okay?
Okay. Okay.
So we need to continue to undertake our expedition. Let me
Yeah.
make sure we did everything we needed to do when we uh,
God.
undertook our expedition.
Uh-huh.
Quests, swear an iron vow, and whoops, where else? Here we go. Okay, so that was a weak hit. Envision what you encounter at the site. I just think we need to make I think we're going to continue on. Let's make another undertake an expedition, and you tell me what stat you want to roll: edge, shadow, or wits.
Uh we're gonna have to do wits for this one because
Okay.
I would have been like whole I would have been well it's how about this? Because it's me and two other people.
Yeah.
Um been like kind of like it's almost very narrow because maybe there's even some dangling cables. So it's like we're going to it was like I give command to be like, I will go first. Do not step where I don't step. So they
Mm.
have to literally put their foot exactly where I've been. And it's going to require definitely like which to see everything, make an informed decision. In some spaces, I may have to go a little bit faster. So it's kind of like a
Yep. Got to stay vigilant. So go ahead and
yes.
roll plus wits. And God, I hope you do well.
Oh,
Here we go.
God, no. Weak
All
hit.
right, weak hit is something. You do
I'll
make
take it.
progress, but it's going to cost you. You can either make a suffer move or face a peril at a new waypoint.
I feel like at a new waypoint,
Yeah,
like
so
we
basically
get
you
through.
go to the next waypoint and we can figure out what that is, but something somewhat bad is going to happen there.
It'll at least get us out of the engineering room, which
Yep.
I feel like is very. So let's go ahead and do that, and we will suffer whatever bullshit's on the other side.
All right, so we make 2 more progress moves. We now have 4 out of
Yes,
10, and
great.
we are going to now we have to figure out
Mm-hmm.
what that peril is. So let's
Okay.
go to the Oracle page on page 133, and let's again figure out the descriptor of this place. Roll a d100.
Done. And it is a 41.
41. Foreboding. This place is foreboding.
Oh.
Which
Okay.
I think foreboding.
Yes.
I almost want to look up the dictionary definition of foreboding
Let's
because I want
do
to say
that.
it's like fearful apprehension, a feeling that something bad will happen. So you have this feeling like something bad is going to happen. Roll another
Mm-hmm.
d100 to describe the focus of this place.
67.
Remains.
Yes.
Foreboding
Got it.
remains.
Oh, hell yes. Okay, this is what I want. Let's go. Let's work
Let's
with
go.
this. We're
Tell
gonna
me.
go ahead. The next one we're in is, let's say, I don't want it. Do I want it med bay or cafeteria? Med bay or cafeteria? Med bay or cafeteria? Let's do. Now you wouldn't have med bay by engineering. Okay, let's do like a calf rec room.
Okay.
And there is multiple shredded, torn apart bodies from the former crew. You can see blood handprints on the walls. You can see a mixture of human footsteps or other creatures that are on this world, like
The Laptors.
humanoid. Yes. And then the Laptors. So it's going to be a mixture of two because it's like you don't know what is what.
Okay.
But you know those Laptors were definitely there. And I would say, let's say like a dozen corpses all like torn.
And we don't know if these corpses are going to come alive or not, but I think we can face danger to determine that.
Sure.
So if you're going to face danger,
yes,
let's go back to the section where you face danger. What stat are you going to use? Edge, heart, iron, shadow, or wits?
Iron. That has to be iron.
Okay, and what does that look like?
That is instant danger. We're on alert. Everybody is, and it is scary as shit because we're seeing. I think we're gonna have to move around, and if we want to really, we might hear scurrying or little scuttles or something like there's movement, or we hear like echoes that it could be in this room too.
So here's what I'll say. If you roll poorly on this, we'll say that you immediately engage in some kind of combat because you are moving aggressively. Like you're basically ready to punch the first thing that moves, right?
Yes.
Roll plus iron, and let's see if you can get through this.
God, please, come on.
Oh!
Yeah, that's fair.
You miss.
Oh, I miss. Yeah, we buck up. Maybe we have Mr. Big burly guy who's very nervous, and let's just say it, we're all in, and we did something we shouldn't have done. There we go. What do we got?
On a miss, you fail or a momentary success is undermined by a dire turn of events. Pay the price. So you are going to pay the price. Let me search real quick for pay the price. There we go.
Oh no. This is bad. I should not be in charge of making big decisions. Who's sensible of this group? Where's Zakia? Where's Leg?
Hey, I tried to get them on, but they were not available. So, when we pay the price, let's roll a d100 and we'll find out what that price is.
Oh, that's this. Yes, let's let the dice that love me, the virtual dice. 97. I don't like that.
You're going to have to roll twice on this table.
Why?
Roll 2d100. We have to take
33? Is that like a crit success?
That's a crit failure in my opinion. But
I.
so 33, something of value is
Ooh,
lost or destroyed. Roll
got
one more
one.
time. What was the other one?
Oh, I know what it will be. It'll be like one of our crew guys because we don't have a lot of people, so they're valuable. Like
Fair,
losing one is like heartbreaking.
fair.
All right.
And what's the other D100 roll?
Oh, so that was
You have
the
to
death
now
of.
roll twice. You just rolled once. Roll again.
Okay, I just thought the 97 and the
The
33.
97
Correct.
was roll twice. That was the
God
result.
dumb. I'm dumb.
It's all
85.
good.
85.
You are stressed, so you are going to have to endure stress. How do you lose the teammate?
Okay. They oh, don't do this. They freak out when they see because I want like one of the corpses, like let's say their rib cage is actually torn open in a way
Mm-hmm.
that is very like very unnerving even for this kind of individual because I don't think there would be like that. I'm sure they've had a fight to survive, but not like in this gruesome torn kind of way. And I think this individual panicked and freaked, stepped back into engineering and either fell into like an energy cell or
Mm.
electrical thing and it literally go
Just fries them.
fries him and that's a horrible like because fry catch on fire and they drop to the ground so I
Yeah.
literally just saw someone within like one of our crew that I've cared about who stayed and was in my opinion I had bravery but not only just die but fry up and just drop dead and it's just like sizzling on the floor within the span of like 5 seconds.
Incredible. They die, and I also added one to our menace tracker, getting closer
Yes.
to destabilization. So this person is dead. You're going to endure stress. Either roll spirit or heart, whichever is currently higher.
Spirit. Let's
Okay.
see. Come on. Come on.
Hopefully you
Let's
roll
do this.
well.
It's a weak hit.
Weak hit.
Yeah.
On a weak hit, if you are not shaken, which is a condition, you may lose momentum in exchange for one spirit. So your spirit could basically remain the same because we forgot to, again, decrease spirit, but at the cost of one momentum.
And we'd be going down to 0. You know what? I think we're just gonna have to lose the spirit
Okay?
for. I don't like to, but I just yeah, we'll just go to +3.
Yep. Spirit goes to 3, and you are unnerved. It's now just you and another Ironlander, but it sounds
Yeah,
like you want to continue.
we're continuing.
This ship,
I'm
this whole experience you thought was going to be nice and easy, but unfortunately, it's
no
been a little
kidding.
tough.
My gosh.
We'll say you get past the zombie cafeteria, and you're now going to undertake another expedition.
Yes.
Go
So
ahead
let's
and roll either edge, shadow, or wits.
wits. I'm still trying to just assess and go to
It's
someplace
okay,
with a
even on a
grappling.
oh,
Oh,
okay.
oh,
You just rolled a miss with a complication. You are waylaid by a crisis or arrive at a waypoint to confront an immediate hardship or threat. Do not mark progress and pay the price.
Lord have mercy. Let us. What do we want to face? We want a zombie? Like I feel like we gotta.
Yeah, so we can do it a couple of ways. We can either roll
Yes.
for what denizen we come across. We can define what the new waypoint is, and then maybe figure out what hardship is in there.
Mm-hmm.
Or we
Don't
can.
mark
There's
progress.
maybe one other way, but what are you thinking?
It's like, do we want to tackle something there? But then if we move, we can at least. It doesn't mark progress, but we're at least
Yeah,
out of this particular area.
yeah. And you could always run away from things. If it's some kind of creature, you could always attempt to just run away from it.
That's fair. Balls deep. Let's go. We're just gonna.
Okay, so we're gonna say that some kind of denizen is here, huh?
Yep.
Okay,
Let's
roll a
do it.
d100 and we will figure out what that denizen is.
39.
39, are you out of your mind? It is a
Oh.
space mosquito.
Oh. Okay.
We had space flies, space mosquitoes, butterflies, and moths. You rolled on space mosquitoes. Now, if you're going to roll
Yes.
on one of them, that's probably the worst one to roll on
Oh, Jesus.
because
Okay.
mosquitoes suck blood, right?
Yes, they do, and they
Okay.
have diseases.
So, what do the space mosquitoes look like? We talked about them maybe being kind of invisible until they become visible. And then how do they strike?
Uh, let's go ahead and it's up in the vents. So there's
Okay.
actually, let's say there's a mosquito, like I don't know, den or in
Like
the
a
vents
nest
right
of
now.
them, yeah.
Yeah, or yeah, they're in the vents and unaware because we're still distressed from what just happened. Let's go ahead and they don't like. I would say you're not gonna really hear them. They're just gonna go ahead like a normal mosquito, slightly bigger, and they're just going to go ahead and latch onto one of us and just start drinking.
Okay, so let's just say we're like in a hallway or something, you know, some kind of
Yeah, we're in
connective
the
area,
hallway.
and these mosquitoes just start flying out. Let's have you. You're gonna have to face danger, or you could just enter a battle and try to kill these things.
I feel like if we just caught some, I feel like just out of instinct we're gonna go ahead and try to like smack them, like
Okay,
so that's a battle. It's like that counts.
absolutely, absolutely. However you want to flavor it, you are going to be entering the
Oh my god.
fray. Um, let's see. On the move, facing off against your foe. You're facing off against your foe. Roll heart.
Okay.
Let's see how you do. Or in the thick of it, at close quarters, you can roll plus iron.
I'm going iron. Not
Okay.
that it's been helping me, but whatever. Come
Hopefully
on.
these are mere gnats to smash.
I'm hoping they're natty. Like just like they just fall apart. I'm just hoping for that. It's a
Weak
weak
hit.
hit.
On a weak hit, you can choose one. You either are
Okay.
you either remain in control, you have initiative, and you can roll again, or you take +2 momentum.
I think the +2 momentum.
Okay, but then it's going to be the enemy's turn to attack.
Oh, I am dumb. Thank you for clarifying. No, I'm smacking them.
All right,
Keep
you're
smacking.
maintaining momentum. You haven't killed these things. We'll say they're
No.
troublesome at most.
They're just like we're just batting them away type thing.
Yes.
Like
Now, your options are you can enter the fray. Let me show this so
Yes.
that the audience can see. You can gain ground when you are in control and take action in a fight to reinforce your position. It's kind of like a secure an advantage. You can react under fire. That's more when the enemy has the initiative. You can strike, which just deals damage. You can clash when I think you are in close quarters and you're in a bad spot, which I think is the enemy has the advantage.
Yeah.
Or you can battle, which is just to kind of summarize the whole battle in a blur. Or take decisive action, which is like a particular. Actually, it's a progress move, so that's how you end the fight.
I feel like
So a battle would make sense, and
battle.
striking makes sense.
It's either I was gonna say it's a battle strike. It's like to be very frank, it's like maybe it's the ignorance of they don't understand like maybe these things are a little bit more like radiated disease than we initially think they are. But I feel like because I would say they're a threat, but not like those raptors to me
Sure.
or even the electricity. I'm
Yeah.
just like, okay, we're gonna swap, but we're gonna try to keep progress to go through. So I don't know if that's a battle or
Well, it says when you fight a battle and it happens in a blur, envision your
yeah,
objective and roll. So it's really about like
yeah,
completing one objective, which could simply be smash
just to get on
these things.
smash these things and just keeps moving forward, smash type thing.
You can fight at range, fight in close
Yeah.
quarters. It would be iron.
Oh, okay. So
Roll plus iron, and let's see what happens.
Come on, just give me a strong hit, not a fail.
We just want one strong hit. On a weak hit, you achieve your objective, but not without a cost.
Yes,
You can either tell me what you think it is, or we can pay the price.
I got bit. I think it's just like
You got bit.
I think like at least yeah, let's do like on what like hands or arms, probably
Sure.
maybe one on the ear and the neck or something.
Yeah,
But
so
I
you
feel like
manage to
hit and bite.
smash all these things, but you're going
Yeah.
to endure harm.
Yeah,
You're going to either roll health or iron.
Health is still higher, so we're
All
gonna
right.
go ahead and roll health. Do I don't. I'm just. Lord.
What you got?
Weak hit.
Weak hit. You are not wounded. You can either reduce your momentum by 1, or you will continue to. You'll have to reduce your health by 1.
Ah, darn. We're gonna have to reduce the health by 1
Okay.
because I only have 1 momentum. So
Health
it's
goes
like,
to 3. Little
it
by
does.
little, this place that you thought would be nice and easy is just whittling you away.
That's what I thought.
But we're going to try this some more. We'll say you get out of there.
Yes.
I
Continue
think
with our
that's
journey.
fair. I don't think we need to make this a big thing. We're going to undertake our expedition.
Yes.
Now, let's real quick, because it's been a little while, let's look at our
No
assets. I just want to make sure we don't have something that can't be helping us. Well, first of all, there is. When you face danger, you can add +1. We forgot about that. Yeah, when you enter
Alright,
the
that's
fray,
on
you can
me.
add +1. But that's okay.
Ah.
We're undertaking a journey.
She's stressed, okay, guys.
Exactly.
She's like, and then she's gathering herself. Like, she's like, dumbass, calm down.
We have a half hour before we end our game today. Let's
No.
see if we can get this to the end. Edge, shadow,
Want
or
to.
wits? What are you rolling to undertake an expedition?
Wits.
Roll it.
Doing this. Do I get that +1?
Come on, baby. You don't, because that is not involved with any of your assets.
That is fine. We moving on. Strong
Finally.
hit. Finally.
On a strong hit, you reach a waypoint, envision the location, and mark progress. So first, I will go to the site, and we are going to mark progress. We have 6 out of 10, and let's figure out the waypoint that we want to find. Go ahead and roll 2d100 for me.
Ooh, let's do that. 97.
Unstable.
Oh, okay.
Focus. Give me a focus. Another d100.
92. What?
92.
Okay.
Trap. An unstable trap. Now, this was a strong hit, so this isn't going to hurt us. Is there some way you can envision an unstable trap helping us?
Oh, that's fun. Okay. How can we use this for our advantage?
I'm trying to think myself.
Okay.
Now, here's the thing. We have 6 progress, 6 out of 10. We could try to roll right now and potentially find it, and we're just in some place where there is an unstable trap.
I have an idea.
Tell me.
Let me throw this out to you. What if we reach some airlocks, right?
Okay.
On the other side, it's a hall, and we could see that there is damage, right? There's no atmospheric pressure in here.
Yeah, on the other side of the doors.
Yes, but
Right.
just off to the side on the walls, we can see a couple of maybe spacesuits with equipment.
Ooh.
Maybe a jetpack propulsion. Why? Because it's strong hit. I want to see what I can get away with. But that could help us. And also we could take it back with us. So I'm thinking whatever is deemed worthy, as many of those things as I could take. Because one and one, because I got me and my bud. But maybe we could carry a spare one.
So we find some, I love that. We find some spacesuits that will allow us to get through this area of the place that does not have oxygen. It's been depressurized or something like that.
What?
Do we want to roll now to find our objective here? And you know that antivirus is in this airless room, so like it's kind of the only way to get to it.
Oh yeah. Okay.
We like that?
Hell yeah! Let's do it.
Okay. You're gonna roll 2d10. Real quick though, let me find the roll. 2, 2, 4. What move this is? Give me a second. This is an
Amanda move. This is dumb.
This is an Amanda move. You are reaching a milestone. No. We are making a discovery. No. We are finishing an expedition, I think. Yeah. You're going to roll 2d10, and you want to hope that at least one of them is under 6.
Oh, man. Nothing's going on. What if it's a 6? What if it's a 6?
No, it's not 6. It's 1 and 5. So that is
Yes.
a strong hit. On a strong hit, you reach your destination or complete your survey. You can mark a reward on your Discovery's legacy track. So let me do that real quick. So under progress, there's our discoveries, and we go up another 2 points. So now we have one full box under discoveries. But
Uh-oh, what happened?
hold on, it's all right. Yeah. Any allies who share this expedition also mark the reward. We find what we want.
Yes. Okay.
We get
Illusion.
inside, and we use whatever KB told us to use, and we're able to download and extract the antivirus.
We got our thumb drives.
Yes, we got
Yeah.
our thumb drives.
Yes.
My question to you is then,
Yes.
hold on, also because, yeah, no, never mind. How? I think really you could only probably take one spacesuit per person.
That's fair. Yes, I agree with you on that.
Unless you want to try to roll for, like, if you want to try to face danger or endure stress to try to bring another one. So that you each have 4 total.
Okay.
So, like, you got 1 on each arm, but it's, like, difficult because they're heavy and...
I agree with you there. So, because I am a masochist, I say we effing do it. I say we try
Okay.
some stress.
We're going to endure some stress to see if we can, kind of make it through the rest of this place. You can either roll spirit or heart. Go ahead and roll it. We'll see what you get.
Oh, spirit was slightly higher, so there we go with spirit. Come on. That's no modifier.
Feel the spirits.
That's right. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Nice.
Strong hit, mother.
On a strong hit, you can choose one. You are either not going to lose that +1 to spirit, or you can lose that +1, but you take +1 momentum. So your spirit would go to 2, but your momentum would go to 2.
Oh, that's a good one. What do you? That's a good one, sir. That's
I mean,
hard.
hey, look, we've gotten the antivirus. We can kind of burn the spirit.
Let's burn the spirit. Put the momentum at 2.
Okay.
Yes.
Momentum at 2. Spirit has to be at 2, so make sure you put it at 2. And then I think the last thing we should do is just get out of here.
Yes.
To leave. And to do that, let me look up. Set a course, finish an expedition. There really isn't a way to leave a site the way it was in Delve. So I think that because we rolled a strong hit, we just get out of here.
I think we haul some ass.
Haul some ass.
Carefully.
The 2 remaining of us, we have 4 suits. Run back onto the ship. We install the antivirus. Let's...
We're not done. I got a feeling we're not done yet.
I'm just thinking, like,
I know
maybe we should just do one face danger roll to determine if, maybe something follows us. Maybe the antivirus, there's something wrong with it. Maybe, any number of things.
Hold on. I got you. All right, because we cut back through the mosquitoes. We cut back through the cafeteria. But remember, that thing was also really pitch dark. So there could have been something in the corner we did not see.
True.
I'm assuming, unfortunately, we can't bring our companion back because way too heavy enough while in engineering. So that
He's
unfortunately,
fried. Yeah.
Yes, but we don't know if something eats him, and he might. I don't know
True.
what that is, so he might come back. But basically, also remember, even though I closed that door with the Laptors, they're still there, and there's other doors that were open. So I would say as we're getting back, because we're dealing with these heavy suits too, like we're lugging them, we eventually meet our people, but they could have been making noise, so we don't know what was bothering. So I would say when we're getting onto the ship, everything's going.
Yeah, we're like basically on the ship, and we just kind of want to determine how this liftoff takes off,
Maybe something's starting to try to come through. We don't know.
Don't start saying bad things until we roll.
I know. Maybe I shouldn't do that. I'm going for it. I'm going way too hard.
We're going to face danger.
Yes.
And go ahead and roll either edge, heart, iron, shadow, or wits.
Iron.
All right.
I hear.
I'm gonna assume then that means that you're kind of like fists up, ready to attack if something engages. Otherwise, strength, endurance, or aggression is that's
Oh,
what you use with iron.
question. How about this? Because I feel like if we're already in the ship, it's not. Remember how the door closed behind us?
Yeah.
What if KB was only able to get it like halfway open a little bit? So it's going to take some time for like one person at a time to
Okay.
go in.
Okay.
So does that? So that's where the facing danger is, and also these, like I'm thinking these suits are like heavy. So
Sure.
two people come in, so it's going to take some time. So I'm going to stay. I'm going to be one of the last people. So if we roll for danger, that's where I'm going to go ahead and we'll just do what will happen.
Gotcha.
Otherwise, it's just taking sweet time.
Roll iron and
I'm
let's see what
I
happens
realize
next.
I done messed myself up with this. I know I messed up. I have an opportunity.
Ooh, it is not just a strong hit, it is a strong hit with an opportunity. That's a critical success. You are you are successful. You're going to take
Yes.
+1 momentum, so that momentum can go to 3. And
Yes.
this is like critical success. What happens that is so good?
Okay. Let's give these people. I think we need a little bit of some. I think they deserve a little reward for
Okay.
exploring this very dangerous, deadly ship. So how about this? When we come back, the two guards that stay there by the door,
Mhm.
they entered one door, and they found, let's say, some weapons. I feel like we need some
Cool.
stockpile of
Okay.
weapons, but also tool or something that I feel like that is actually can help us against any raiding or anything, but mostly protect us. Either it's armor or weapons or something.
I
I think
like
that's
that. I
what we're
like I like the idea of,
I
finding
found the
something that's
armory.
going to help them. It's kind of a surprise. Let me see if there's any
Yeah.
move that like is appropriate to determine that. Maybe it's just an oracle move. We could also maybe make a resupply move. When you attempt to bolster your readiness, you can either barter, threaten, steal, scavenge. So you would be rolling plus wits to, well, it's a strong hit, so we'll say you find something for sure. But on a weak hit, let's just see what happens. Roll plus wits in an attempt to resupply and see what we get. If it's
Weak
weak hit.
hit.
On a weak hit, you can choose one. You can
Okay.
either, if you are unprepared, which is not the case, you can take +2 to supply. Or if you need a
Mhm.
specific item or resource which can be reasonably obtained, you acquire it and you take +1 momentum. Do you want like one specific thing +1 momentum, or do you want +2 to your supply? I think unfortunately your supply's at 5, so we really don't need to worry about that.
Right. Okay.
So we can either ask the Oracle or we can take this one specific very useful item. I think either way we might be asking the Oracle.
Want to ask the Oracle? Because if not, I'm just gonna say like something big boom or something.
I mean, if you want to find a big weapon of some kind, that's fine.
I almost that's so interesting. It's either we get some ask. Should we just? You know what? Let's just go ahead and let the Oracle decide to us.
We love our randomness here on Mayday.
I got a
It
90.
You got a 90 way above, way in front of me because I am still trying to find
No.
what we should even roll on. So we're
Oh, my
trying
bad. I
to.
rolled 100.
You rolled a 90, and we're trying to determine
I,
whether. So
hmm.
if this is a big weapon, we're agreeing with that, right? Is it
Oh,
a
how about
Go
okay?
ahead.
Well, let's talk this through really quick. They don't have. I don't think they have anything on the ship for like even. I'm assuming, right? There wasn't really
We have
anything on
two
the ship.
energy weapons, which we'll say is
Okay.
basically like a bow and arrow. It's not, in terms of like scaling of the
Oh,
weapons.
okay. I got you. Okay. Can we, if we say it's now I'm not. We don't have to say it's like a big bazooka, but let's
Mm-hmm.
say we found an armory, so it's not like Tommy gun or like I would love a shotgun, but like what I'm talking about is maybe like handheld smaller weapons to me. I would say small to medium weapons, no large. How's that? Because it's a smaller armory. How's that? So it's like we have stuff, but it's not like
Okay. So I
Boom,
guess
boom.
we're deciding, is it a shotgun or is it like a rifle?
Oh, shotgun. Always do
Well,
shotgun.
okay, then it's a shotgun. Great. So we'll just say, for the sake of this, that whoever has this shotgun, in terms of who's carrying it, has a
Mm-hmm.
new asset. I don't think we can give ourselves a new asset is the problem. So we'll say that when you carry the shotgun, it gives you like a +1 when dealing damage.
Okay.
So if you deal damage, it adds +1 to the harm.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes. Is there only going to be one weapon, or is there multiple that we can do runs and we just continually roll danger as we stay longer and longer?
The way we rolled on the resupply, it was one major item +1
Okay.
momentum. So we'll
Okay.
say we have a
That's fine.
shotgun
That's good. That's really good.
that adds
To our momentum.
+1
So.
to any harm we deal. I'm going to look back on the, it's weird because Starforge doesn't really seem to have any obvious rules about like weapons and stuff. So I'm trying to kind of figure that
So
out, and maybe next session we'll have something more concrete. But I think right
it's a
now
it's
this
a
is,
laser shotgun.
yeah, it's
It's
a
an
laser
energy shotgun.
shotgun. We've said that it does one harm or adds one harm. We've got it. We're on board the ship. The antivirus is being installed, and we take off.
Oh, thank God.
We made it off with quite a few hits.
Yeah.
We're beat up. Our spirit's low.
Yeah.
Do you want to continue to undertake the journey of getting to the planet that we're heading to, or do you want to like resupply, sojourn, basically?
I ooh, because I feel like we got what we needed.
Because here's the thing: if we find a new
What?
location and we go to that new location, we'll have low health.
So
We
I
we,
hate
we
to say
got
it,
what
we
we
just might
needed
as
for
well.
sure.
But let's just continue on with the main objective and just.
So you would rather not take the time to heal? You'd rather
Oh
just
no,
continue?
I'm so sorry. That's what I meant. I was like,
Gotcha.
let's take the time to heal. That's why I was like,
Gotcha.
oh, if that's the main objective, let's just start going in row, and
All
then
right.
we'll heal and recover.
So there are two different moves that seem
Yes.
to be new. Let me show you here. We can sojourn,
Ooh.
which on a strong hit you can recover any of the any of the stats that we have. You
Oh,
could
excellent.
attempt to heal specifically, or hearten, which is specifically for spirit. But
Oh,
sojourn seems to be the one that's like all of them if you roll well.
let's do that.
All right, you're gonna roll plus heart, and let's hope you roll well.
Okay. Come on. Come on. Come on. Weak hit.
Weak hit.
I swear. This game has been brought to you by Weak Hits.
It's okay. Weak hits are not
I'll
that
take
bad.
it.
They're
It's
only
2 steps
sometimes
forward,
really
1
bad.
step back. Yeah, no, that's facts. That's so true.
Because
Better than
on a
miss,
weak
miss, miss.
hit, when you sojourn, it's basically the same as a strong hit, but the time is short or resources are strained. You and your allies each make 1 recover move instead of 2, with no more than 3 moves total among the group. Let's ignore that. The point is that on a strong hit, you and your allies may each choose 2 recover moves. So in this case, you're only choosing 1. You can either heal, hearten, repair, or resupply. Instead of rolling, assume an automatic strong hit for each. An individual move can be taken more than once. So if you want, you can just take a strong hit on healing, resupplying, or heartening.
Oh gosh,
Your health is pretty low.
The health is low, and so is the spirit. So that's the downside. Is
Okay, so if you roll a strong hit on heal, clear the impact and take +2 health. Otherwise, take or give
okay.
+3 health. Let's see. The care is helpful if you are wounded, which is a condition which you don't have. Clear the impact and take +2. Okay, so we're gonna take +3 health and go back up to full.
Oh,
+5. We are back there. You can either attempt to make a spirit increase, or we just continue now.
I would like to. I'm gonna try for it. Let's go ahead and
All
try
right.
spirit increase.
We are going to hearten. You're going to roll plus heart. Funny enough.
Okay.
Shouldn't have been surprised by that.
Come on. Work for me. Hold on.
Let's see if we can
Look.
end on a good note
Yeah.
here.
Oh, I didn't click it. Ooh, an
Yeah.
opportunity.
You laugh for a good reason. It was very good. On strong hit, you find companionship with your fellow brothers and sisters. If you're shaken, which you're not, otherwise take +2 spirit. If you make this move as a sojourn, please take 1 more. So you are going to take spirit up to 4. Now, it's a critical success.
Yes.
You can either add +1 to that spirit and make it 5, or you can add +1 to your next move.
Let's go ahead and do a +1 to spirit.
Okay.
I would rather do that.
You are making sure to leave it as you found it for the next player.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Would you like to end the night making the next Undertake a Journey move to see how the next leg of the journey will be?
Yes.
All right, so
let's do that.
You don't have +1, but you can either roll Edge, Shadow, or Wits. Now let me make sure here. Yes, that is what you want to do.
Okay.
Let's see how you do.
Let's
Bringing
do
the
Wits.
session to a close. Can't
Let's
get much
do Wits.
better than an opportunity.
My gut is already. Anyone who's watched me play before, we all know how this is going to end. We know exactly how I end the show. So let's see if I continue the tradition.
Here we go.
No effing. You know what? No. Again, this is brought to you by a weak hit. I'm okay with this.
On a weak hit,
you
do reach a waypoint, but it's going to cost you. You can either make a suffer move, or you can face a peril at the waypoint. You tell me what's going to happen, and then I'll have the next player figure all that out. Are they making a suffer move, or are they facing a peril?
Oh, no, darling. They're going to face some peril.
Nice. So next time we play...
make it fun for you.
Oh, it's always fun for me, especially when you guys roll poorly.
Oh,
but the next time we play, the next player is going to reach a waypoint, but there's some kind of peril waiting for them, thanks to Amanda. Thank you, Amanda.
You're so welcome.
It has been a blast. It is a blast to play with you.
All of it.
Thank you, Amanda, for jumping in and helping us out.
This was awesome. I do love playing this with you, Serge. So it's like, yeah.
It's fun, and I think we got to keep this this StarForged game goofy and crazy. We got to raise the stakes from Iron Sworn. You know, Iron Sworn was about the drama. This is about the action and the adventure.
This is, oh my gosh. Okay, I got you. It's like, listen, guys, we're in. This is like The Mummy Returns. If you watch the first Mummy, it's more intense and dramatic. But if you watch the second one, it's just basically a couple. Like their love is so pure, they want to save their son, and it's just a lot of shooting and shit. Yes, we are doing that
exactly
in space.
Amanda, thanks for joining us. Guys, if you enjoy what we do have a Patreon, and we also would love for you to subscribe or at least follow us on Twitch, so you know when we are doing our shows. We have a lot of cool stuff in the pipeline. We just finished Ashoka. Amanda, what'd you think of the climax of Ashoka?
I went through it the first time when I recorded, and I had all these emotions, and then I thought I put it to bed, and then just going through it again, I was like, it was so much. Everyone, I have to say, everyone, even like Sergio, everyone brought their A game. Everyone. And if you haven't heard it, take some time in your day, in your commute. If you want some good laughs, it's hilarious. It's very emotionally driven, but like, I love how Eli just handled that.
It was a great game. You can listen to it for free on anywhere you get your podcasts. You can listen to our Doom to Repeat campaign, the first arc. We're recording the second arc, so that's coming. We're hoping in October. And we've got some other things in the pipeline, some other projects with friends on the internet. We'll probably be streaming a couple of one-shots coming up. I think this Friday we're hoping to stream one with Eli. And there's always Heroes You Should Know and The Sheep Farm. So check those shows out, both on Twitch. Amanda, you're beautiful. Everybody watching, you're beautiful. Love you guys, and we will see you next time.
Take care, guys.
Bye.